When disaster strikes, GPS satellites go offline, cell towers fail, and suddenly your high-tech navigation tools become useless pieces of plastic and metal. But here's what most people don't know. There are navigation techniques that have guided humans for thousands of years and still work perfectly when all modern technology fails. I'm talking about natural navigation, the art of finding your way using the sun, stars, wind patterns, and natural landmarks. While everyone else is staring at their dead phones, the survivors are reading the environment like a map and moving confidently toward safety. Let me give you an example that could save your life. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, but at midday it's directly south in the northern hemisphere. This means you can always determine direction using the sun even if you don't have a compass. If you're lost and trying to reach a road or town, you can use this simple fact to maintain your direction of travel. But natural navigation goes far beyond just using the sun. You can navigate by the stars, with the North Star providing a constant reference point in the northern hemisphere. You can read wind patterns, which are often consistent in specific geographic areas. You can use natural landmarks like ridgelines, river valleys, and distinctive rock formations to maintain your bearings. Here's what most people don't understand about navigation. It's not just about finding your way from point A to point B. It's about understanding your environment well enough to make smart decisions about where to go and how to get there safely. The survivors don't just navigate, they navigate strategically. This is exactly what I teach in When All Hell Breaks Loose, Stuff You Need to Survive When Disaster Strikes. You'll learn not just how to use natural navigation techniques, but also how to combine them with map reading, terrain analysis, and strategic thinking to reach your destination safely and efficiently. But here's where it gets really interesting. Natural navigation isn't just about using natural indicators. It's about understanding the relationship between those indicators and your survival needs. You need to know how to navigate toward water sources, how to avoid dangerous terrain, and how to find routes that provide shelter and concealment. Think about it this way: if you're trying to reach safety during a disaster, you're not just trying to get from one place to another, you're trying to get there alive. This means understanding how to read terrain for hazards, how to identify safe routes, and how to avoid areas where you might encounter dangerous people or situations. The truth is, most people are completely dependent on GPS for navigation. They've never learned how to read a map properly, they've never practiced using natural indicators, and they've never developed the spatial awareness needed to navigate without technology. When that technology fails, they're completely lost. Here's what you need to understand about navigation in survival situations. Getting lost can be fatal. If you can't find water, you'll die of dehydration. If you can't find shelter, you'll die of exposure. If you can't find your way to safety, you'll die of whatever disaster you're trying to escape. Most survival guides mention navigation briefly, but they don't teach you the complete system you need to navigate effectively in various environments and conditions. They might mention using the sun for direction, but they don't teach you how to use multiple natural indicators together to create a reliable navigation system. The key is understanding that natural navigation is both a science and an art. You need to understand the scientific principles that make natural indicators reliable, but you also need to develop the intuitive skills that come from practice and experience. Natural navigation also requires understanding how to prepare for navigation challenges before they arise. You need to study maps of your area, identify natural landmarks and navigation aids, and practice using these techniques before you need them in an emergency. Don't depend on technology for navigation when your life depends on finding your way. Get When All Hell Breaks Loose and learn the natural navigation techniques that could guide you to safety when GPS fails and compasses break. Because the truth is, the best navigation system is the one that never runs out of power.